All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Onyx Coin. We're going to talk about a bunch of different cryptos. I'm going to get some stuff set up here and send the links around, okay, and make sure everything's good. So don't mind me while people are coming in. You know, say hi, let yourself be known. Say what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up. I'm going to post these links to x.com and to the Discords, plural. Oops, what happened there? Okay, hopefully I did not just end the stream. I hope I did not just end the stream. Did I end the stream? No. It says excellent connection. No, I did not. Okay, I almost ended the stream there, but I did not end the stream. Say hi if you're in here. If not, that's cool. I'm gonna post this on x.com real quick. Paste. Let's see. We live, everyone. We live. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm live now. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I need to put that in the Discords too. I'm sorry, I'm dicking around here. Let's go. Let's see. All right, C-Zar right there. Is he my biggest hater? Well, I didn't know. XCN Bosnia is telling me that Snoopy's my biggest hater. I don't know why he's my biggest hater. I didn't do anything wrong to him, man. He came in and made a bunch of ruckus in the Discord, and so much so we had to build a new one without him. he still found his way in though, and that's fine. We got moderators now to kick people out if that happens, right? Snoopy is respectful. That is a name that I'm seeing in the old Discord. I'm just posting it here. Let's see. C-Zar says XCN is pumping and this is the move. You better get in. This isn't a scam coin. I wonder if he means that or not. Anyways, sorry guys. Let's see. Let me go home so we can at least have some stuff on x.com to look at. Maybe Bitcoin 4-hour measure move. All right, I'm gonna pull up. Let me see here. Element Rage, what's up, brother? Pancake God, good to see you. Can you look at the solo chart? Yeah, we can do that. Hey, I'll start writing down requests too, guys. Hold on now. One request per person, please. One request per person. That's it. You know what I'm thinking about doing, you guys? I'm thinking about doing a digital scavenger hunt. I might have to do a compilation. I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to make a wallet and then scatter the seed phrase. I'll leave some money in there. I'm going to scatter the seed phrase across some live streams, and I'll let you guys know. It'll be fairly obvious for anyone who's dedicated to figure it out, but it won't be so easy that you'll just be able to do it. But it's something that I'm working with. I looked at this note that I had that I just wrote down, and it's not coming. It's not something that I'm going to do soon. Probably at the end of the bull market, but we'll see. It is something that I have in mind doing because I think that would be cool. We need more scavenger hunts, man. Whatever happened to scavenger hunts? Let me write down some requests here, and I'm going to say hi to everybody real quick. Solo, by the way, if it's a stock, please specify stock. If it's a crypto, please specify crypto. If it's not if it's a crypto, you don't have to specify, but if it's a stock, please do specify. Virtuals, yeah, Carlos, we got virtuals. I'm only going to do one per person though, because if I do too many, it's bad. What's up, Beat Monsky? Yeah, buddy. Let's see. Hold up now. Whoa, I just skipped over a bunch of people. Blessings from Kosher Dad. Thank you very much. Blessings, my friend. Sup, bro? Should we sell now? Matthew, probably not. Probably not. Yes, he's live. Moonwell, please. We'll talk about Well. Yeah, we can talk about Well as well. Well used to be called something else. I forget what it was. Let's go, Sammy the Bull. Hooked Hayes. What's up? Oh, bro, I'm glad you made a lot of money. That's good. Can I have some? Matt Morgan, crashing. XCN, is it crashing? Let's see. Yes, it's crashing. It's crashing right now. Isn't that great? I love it, man. Somebody got it earlier whenever I said this. Somebody got it earlier, right? Let's see. XCN is pumping, right? XCN is dumping. That's because that's how the haters justify it. Somebody literally said it. Let's see. Who said it in the comments? I'll give you a shout out real quick. Let's see. Pretty sure he's trolling the haters. Yes. I thought I gave that a like. I don't know. I thought I did give it a like. It was kind of highlighted too just now. You can replay it and see that it was highlighted. I swear, Celtic War, I gave you a like earlier, my friend. But yes, trolling the haters indeed. Because it's the same thing now. Just like whoever said that XCN's crashing, Matt Morgan said it. It's like, yes, it's crashing. It's down 6% right now. And who knows? XCN, you guys really could. It could go all the way back to 1.8 cents. It could go even to 1.7 cents. It's fine if it does. Don't be too scared. You know, it's very possible. I was just making a video talking about this. From a high to a low, we went all the way up to our 786 here. It's very common, very, very common. This move is not common. What we just did here is not common, going all the way up to through the 618 on the first attempt. But whenever you do this kind of stuff, it is pretty common to pull back to this area to find support. So don't be surprised if we go down to 1.9 cents, 1.73 cents, something in that area. We don't have to. I'm just saying it's very common. It's nothing to be scared of. Sammy the Bull, XCN to 35 cents. You know it, brother. C-Zar, love you, buddy. Love you too, John Danks. I like your last name too, brother. We got the Danks in Colorado. Braxton Hawkins. Hey, you rock. King Will, what's up, brother? How you doing? He means that bro Snoopy is the only scam in the Discord. I don't know Snoopy, but man, I can say, and Snoopy, if you're in here, man, there's no hard feelings, bro. But you gotta understand, you have to know who you are as a person, right? Like you're definitely a controversial figure, my friend. But I find you entertaining. I find it entertaining, but I think also, you know, at times it can be a little bit overbearing for a lot of people. That's why we had to make a new Discord, man. It's literally, you inspired a whole new chat room, bro. Amp, please. We got Amp, yeah, Amp for sure. Beat, we got you, brother. Amp for Beat Mountski, Beat Munsky. I don't know, is it Monsky? I like saying Monsky. It's more Beat Mountski, but you got to have that twang. Mountski, Beat Mountski. Hey, brother. Hey, David. How's it going? Nature Boy, Sean Morrissey, Element Range. I'm just going to say hi to everybody, and I'm going to try to pay attention to the request, too. I got the Jasmine request there. T-Bull. Yeah, we could talk about T-Bull for Samuel. Shout out to Samuel Cooper the third. Natalie Harrison. How's it going? Hype. Is that a request? We're going to talk about Hype, even though you're saying Hype. We're going to talk about Hype. That's your request. You only get one. Sup, C-Zar? Let's go. If not, just write, that's not my request. I'd rather this. Hell yeah, bro. Good. Oh, wow. You've been in it for a long time. Well, we got a lot of growth to go then, my friend, in order to make up for that. Syrup, we could definitely talk about syrup for you. Sherry. I like that name, Sherry. One request. I'll take virtuals. Okay, we got that. Cookie, Fala Network. I'm going to write down a few more requests, and then I'm going to say hi to people because, guys, I don't think I'm catching up here at all. This is crazy. Crazy stuff. I don't even know how many people are in here. It says 0 right now, but I'm sure that's not a lie. Or I'm sure that is a lie. Fala Network. Fala, hello all. And hello to all the people who know me in the real world too, who have been investing in XCN. I know there's a lot of you, and I'm happy because I love it whenever random people are making money, but when people I know directly in my own town, in my own, like the people that I grew up with are making money too, you guys, that's a special thing, man. It really is. What up, brother? XCN Army, let's go, baby. We really are. I'll jump on the Swiftcoin grenade. Yeah, hell yeah, Swiftcoin, we got you, brother. Swiftcoin's been doing all right today, right? I mean, maybe it's pulling back a little bit, but I think Swift might outperform XCN, honestly, you guys. We'll see. Please say something about XRP. Yes, I got you, brother. John Danks, C-Zar, one question. XCM pumps for at least 2 to 3 days. Do you think it will this time as well? I'm drunk in Costa Rica. Hell yeah, bro. Where in Costa Rica? I love Costa Rica. It's a beautiful place, man. Shout out to John Danks, brother. Hell yeah, shout out, brother. Been watching you for a long time. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Dude, can we look at Dog and Me? Yes, we can look at Dog and Me. Dog and Me. Man, I'm gonna have to write down a couple more, and then we're just gonna have to get to it. Okay, I'm gonna stop taking down requests after. I'm gonna take 5 more requests, and then I'm gonna stop. Toshi, that's one. That's one, because we're not going to get through this at this rate, you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you want to get through this. Can you look at auction bounce? Definitely we can look at auction. I'm surprised it hasn't been moving up, but you know, kind of the same thing with a lot of coins. Things are just chilling. DAG and SPA, DAG, and then one more. We're gonna do. Let's see. Go Birds for Charmander. Shout out to Charmander. Thanks, brother. Go Birds indeed, my friend. Yeah. Hi, Pranjal Guillermi. How you doing, my friend? Grant Miss Mirable. Muhammad Antar. How you doing, my friend? Swiftcoin. We'll talk about Swiftcoin. That's the last one. All right, Swift C. I just made a video on that, but we will talk about it. I'm going to stop taking down requests. I've got a list full of requests. We're probably not going to move through it in the time that I want to, so I'm going to stop taking requests at the moment. If we get to it, I will take requests, but hold off on the requests, guys, because it's just a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. If you want to send requests, if you want to do super chats and stuff, that's great. I appreciate it. There will be a live stream leftovers video where I do make all the requests that we don't get to on this video. I'll make a video just for it, but don't expect me to get through all these requests, at least right now. Thank you all. I really do appreciate you all. But even if you send a super chat, I'm not going to bump you up ahead of the line, right? It's in order, super chat or not. It's in order from the way that I wrote it down. And if you do a super chat, sure, I'll see it. I'll more likely see it, but it'll likely get added to the live stream leftovers. Just so you're aware, it probably won't be done on this video. Dogging me from DZ, hell yeah, brother. JS, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Fancy jewelry loan, thank you very much. Ethan, how you doing? Thank you, man. AZ Marine, what up, what up? Unstoppable, let's go. Today is the best. Brian Wickerman, Owl of Minerva, CBW, Mike Uger. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for the love. I'm going to scroll through all this, and we're just going to get started, okay? I'm going to stop. I feel like I've said my hellos long enough. I'm not getting to everybody, and I feel bad, but damn, there's a lot of you in here. I didn't expect this. All hail C-Zar. Some more coin for cat food. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that, my friend. Epic highlights. Can you do another on Cadena? KDA should have went with that instead of butthole. Okay, let's see. Hold on. That's okay. KDA, man. KDA is definitely... stable. It's definitely stable. Yeah. Those meme coins, man, they'll make you regret things or make you wish you put your whole life savings into it. You'll never be satisfied regardless. Thank you, my friend. EIEGN. I got you, hat and cloak. EIEGN. Again, these ones might not get done on this stream. They might. We're going to get started. I want to scroll to the bottom. And I'm just checking out super chats now. Thanks for all the hard work you put in. I look forward to your videos every day. Thank you, Braxton. I appreciate you, man. I look forward to making videos every day, man. It really is fun. I look forward to talking with you guys, man. Honestly, I go through the comments and I get a kick out of it a good bit of the time, and it really hits me in the heart too. You guys are just very sweet, very kind, and very encouraging. Very, very encouraging people, and I'm very grateful for you guys. Parcel here. Penguin. H-bar. We could talk about H-bar for C-Zar to Ninja. H-bar, but probably not today. H-bar might get its own video. I'm going to put a little star next to that, so if it's not in the live stream leftovers. Same thing, Memphis Tiger, shout out to Memphis. LCX, we'll probably put that one in its own video too. I'm going to keep scrolling through. I'm going to try to get to the end of this, okay? Let's see. Dark seems unhappy. Let's see. Thank you, Andrew K. Appreciate you, bro. Zach Bradford, thank you, my friend. What's up, boss man? Starting to get exciting again. You know it. The next few months will be interesting for sure. Let's go, XCN, to do a 2021 Clover Finance LL. Hell yeah. If not a Dogecoin, maybe even. Russell Payne, thank you very much. Thank all of you guys. Thank you very, very much. Nice little ZBCN pump too. Yeah, it's good stuff. Toshi dip, a little consolidation. I'm at the end of the comments now. I feel successful. Let's move on. That took a long time. I wasn't aware there's so many of you here. I just kind of went live on the fly, but I'm very grateful. Let me see here. I'm going to try and check the chat. 344. What's up, everybody? What's up? Okay. Mog. Yeah, sure. Emmanuel. Yeah, we can do Mog as well. MOG. If we get to it. Let's start off talking about XCN here. Here we are at 2.13 cents now. 13 minutes left on this 1 hour time frame. A lot of volumes coming in. If we're looking at XCN here, XCN on CoinMarketCap, click on it. Give it a little clicky poo-poo. You can see that we're up. We're up if it'll load. Jim Derringer, been a journey. Winkley is incredibly bullish, especially EMAs. Would love you to check out NKN at some point. Okay. Is that a stock, Ben or Jim? Jim Derringer? Sorry, I said Ben. I know a guy named Ben Derringer. Jim, is there NKN? Is that a stock or is that a crypto? Just let me know. I'll look for your reply. You don't got a super chat. Bill Boo. Hey, C-Zar. What's up? What's up, Bill Boo? How you doing? Crypto. Okay, Jim. Cool. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Hey, Chris, can you look at Botify? Yeah, we can do that. Botify. I'm going to do that. I just don't know if we'll get to it tonight. Can you analyze Magic Crypto? I don't know what Magic Crypto is, but we can. I will throw that in the live stream leftovers video for sure. ZBCN, yeah. ZBCN. Okay, I'm done taking requests now. I am done taking requests now because we're never going to get through this if I don't. Can you please look into World Mobile? Whatever that is, that's the last one. Okay, that's the last one. I literally have a full page of requests now. Okay, right? I mean, it's not full. It's just from the top to the bottom. It's full. We're not going to get through that tonight. So let's just move on. Okay. Just here. Hell yeah, John. Good. We're letting people roll in. That's why we do this, right? We let people roll in. We're BS and we're celebrating. We're happy. The price is up. Even whenever it's dumping 6% in our faces, it's still up. We're doing good things. XCN, you guys, whenever it finds support, whenever it does find a low, it likes to move like this. The fact that today already looks like this, I'm not worried about it at all. We have a whole 21 hours left in the day. We could come down, be red even for a little bit, and then come back up and close green. I don't expect, like somebody was saying, what was it, Zach? Was it you, Zach Bedford? Let's see. No, it wasn't you. It was somebody else was saying that that Onyx coin moves up in like 3 days, and it might, because it generally does. I mean, if we look at this here, it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4 day endeavor. 1, 2, 3, 4 day endeavor right there. 1, 2, 3 day endeavor here. Maybe in the next 3 to 4 days we're up there, but maybe this move starts now. Maybe it doesn't. We definitely have a very positive reaction here. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the beginning of the move, honestly, but we haven't seen enough to really confirm that yet. 40% is a nice move in itself. Let's wait and see how today closes. I think today will definitely confirm that. But looking at the RSI here, it's very possible. You know, today could find resistance here. We absolutely could go a little bit lower, find a higher low, and then push higher. So if today, tomorrow, the next day, if they're red, if we saw a little bit, it's the weekend. Don't get too antsy. Soon enough, next week I think is going to be fantastic. Or if we just move up, if we just do what Onyx Coin does best, and we just rip, that's great. Beat Mounsky. Thanks for the content, bro. Thank you very much. Bucket Hat Gang, buy AMP, you nerds. Seriously, buy AMP. We'll talk about AMP too. We got that on the 4th request there. I should be wearing my bucket hat because my hair's a bit of a mess, but I don't know where it is, so I'll have to find it. My daughter likes to play with it. Bucket Hat Gang is fun. Dude, I never wore a bucket hat until after high school. Bucket hats are where it's at. If you're not wearing a bucket hat, guy or girl, I don't care. You're missing out, man. There's so many versatile aspects of a bucket hat you don't even know, man. And it just, beyond the fact that it looks cool and it feels cool, it's a very good hat. It's very light, very colorful. You can do all kinds of designs. You can form the bill how you want to. You can use it as a bowl to hold things. It's great. And buy AMP, you nerds. Definitely. Beat Monsky. He said it. Gang gang. Yes, definitely. Ristine. Yes. Buckethead is the guitar player. Buckethead. he's the goofy goober, right? I'm a goofy goober. All right, let's see. We're going to talk about Solo here. Thank you very much, Jake McGlone. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Solo USD, Sologenic crypto here. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, we're at about 27 cents. This is, I want to say it's a bull flag. It's a pretty damn massive bull flag. It's pretty overextended, but it looks like a bull flag to me. You found support at your golden ratio. That's a beautiful line. I definitely think that you found support there, Sologenic. You're doing what a lot of cryptos are doing right now, I think, which is breaking out of your downtrend, but without getting your follow-through move. This is your little like test. You're kind of consolidating. You're going to get a move that's more pronounced here pretty soon, so just wait on that. Your RSI agrees with that too, right? You're just testing the waters right now. I bet this next drive, when you get into the overbought zone of the RSI, you'll drive higher into the RSI like you did back here, and you'll see a move that really separates from this area here. You're at the golden ratio, looking to find support at the 0.5. You probably rip all the way up to the 236, where you might find some resistance. If you don't find resistance here and do something like this, you'll then probably go above the 236 and find support at the 236 instead of resistance on it. Does that make sense? So I would expect over the next week, you'll see, you're at 27 cents now. We're talking about a 52 cent, maybe to 80 cent price. You're going to see some growth here in the next week or two is what I would think with Sologenic, especially with how you're postured in the daily RSI there. Looking at the weekly time frame, very bullish as well. I would say overall, from a high to a low, you're at 27 cents now. What's the market cap on this thing? Let's see. Solo. If you guys hear any meowing, it's just my cat. He's very needy. Solo. I would expect Solo to do more than a 4x move. So yeah, something. Yeah. $1.50 sounds about right. 265 sounds about right. If you don't stop at $1.50, if you don't stop at 265, you will make your way up to $4.15 to $5. But that's the highest that I give you, and that comes in line very well with your all-time highs. So that's what I think will happen by the end of June, if not early July. That's the expectation. Jake McGlone, can we get a Swift video soon? Yes, Jake McGlone. In fact, not that I want to take people away from the live stream, but I did make a Swift video actually before this live stream. But we're going to talk about Swift coin in this one too. It's at one of the lower requests, but I got you, Jake. Definitely, my friend. We will absolutely get there. Let's see. C-Zar, what's up, Beyond the Illusion? How you doing? What the fuck? He gonna be rich if true? What? Who's gonna be rich if true? We're all gonna be rich if it's true, man. You're all gonna be rich. It doesn't matter what you're holding, man. Everything's gonna be going up. I'm not saying you go to $4.15 or $5. I'm just saying this is your maximum expectation. Minimum expectation is $1.50. I don't think that you go there. I don't think you stop here. I don't think you stop here. Probably somewhere in between. But I really do feel good about like $1. You probably do go above $2. I would say above $2, maybe even as high as like $3. But anything past that, you'd have to have a rather impressive move itself. Not saying it can't happen. You're at a low market cap coin, that's for damn sure. But let's just see how it goes with this 265 to $1.90 area first. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. 250,000 XCN a lot? I don't know, Chris. Is it, if it's a lot to you, yeah, I mean, maybe. You know, I think it could be a lot. 250,000 XCN. If XCN gets to $1 in price, you tell me if that's a lot, man. I mean, I think that's a lot right there. If it gets to $2 in price, you know, hey, it's and I definitely, you guys, I do believe XCN, right? This is the XCN stream, so let's keep it a little bit relevant here. Let's talk about this real quick, actually. We'll detour. We're going to come back to the list. Virtuals, Well, and AMP in that order. That's next. We're here at 2 cents now on Onyx Coin, okay? The market cap for Onyx Coin is about $165 million. Now, I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, and nobody's an expert. Or maybe some people are an expert in finance, but as far as crypto goes, it's a new thing, right? It really is a new thing. Thanks, C-Zar, for all you do. Can't wait for a collab with you and Rob. I can't wait to collab with Rob too, man. Thank you. Thank you, AK. Yeah, shout out to Rob. Rob, if you're in here, don't be shy. Make yourself known. Trey Fields, SGB Songbird. Maybe not a video tray, but I can include it in the live stream leftovers. I will. SGB Songbird, SGB. I'll include that in the live stream leftovers. Yeah, I got you. Snoopy Doo, XCN will fall. What's up, Snoopy? Snoopy's my biggest fan, you guys, and he's famous. Don't you know? Onyx Coin's at 2 cents right now. What was I going to say? $165 million market cap right now. I don't know much. I don't know everything, but this is my third bull cycle, and I've seen what coins can do, and I would not expect a coin like this to be worth anything more at the absolute maximum bullish, crazy, best case scenario that we could have, okay? Sorry, that's 165 million. I'm like, that's too low. That's the volume. Market cap is 694. That sounds a bit more accurate there. I was like, wait a second, 165. I wouldn't expect this to be any more bullish, any higher of a market cap than $80 billion. I'm not saying that we're going to an $80 billion market cap. I don't even know if we'll go to a $40 billion market cap. I'm just saying the maximum bullish effect we could see is 80 billion. The minimum standard I would expect for Onyx Coin to achieve is 20 billion by the end of this cycle, okay? 80 billion, 20 billion, right? There's a big range there. And I could be wrong, but assuming DeFi does well, assuming that the crypto markets do well and Onyx Coin continues on the path that it's on, I could really see it happening. Certainly tens of billions of dollars in market cap, if not something crazy. But here at a $700 million market cap, a 10x is $7 billion. Okay, a 100x would then be $70 billion. So to see a 100x, we have to be hitting that maximum potential side of Onyx Coin. Is this a 100xable coin? Yes, but don't hold your breath on it. 100x from here would put you at about $2.07, and we could go higher. But again, once we break above $2, once we're at that $2 threshold, you're kind of pushing the barrier. You're pushing the limitations of Onyx Coin. So as far as what this can do by the end of the cycle, my expectations would be that we see something between 82 cents to probably something that would be just above this 1414. It's very common with the 1414 to stop just above it. You don't stop right at it, but just above it. So going to like 240, yeah, $2 would be about $70 billion. So 240 might be about 80 billion. That's about right as far as maximum expectations could go. Could Onyx Coin break out and see a $100 billion market cap or more? It's possible, but only two coins have done that in their first cycle, and that's Ethereum and XRP. And no hate to Onyx Coin. I just don't see it being the XRP or the Ethereum of the DeFi space. It doesn't seem to have that kind of magnetism to it. In time, I think you'll get to these prices. In time, you'll even exceed these prices. But this cycle, probably not. That's my expectation. So something between 82 cents to like 240 is a good guess. My thoughts are we will reach for that $2 level. Will we break through it? That's the question. So even from here, you know, the minimum expectation, and this is my biggest bag, you guys. This really is my biggest bag. It would be a 38x. That's outperforming the average coin still. Right here, the minimum expectation, 38, 39, 40x, whatever. The expectation that I have in mind is something closer to like an 80 to a 100 and something x, though, personally, for XCN. Okay, so that's where my thoughts are for XCN. Sweet hopium. I laced that hopium good, man, with that Delulu. That's Risky cheats. Ricky does. Oh, well, that's well, Ricky, shame on you. Let's see. Can you check on TARS? We can definitely do that. Maybe not in this video. Why did I pick XCN, Pepper Juice? Why did I pick XCN? Well, XCN wasn't always my biggest bag. In fact, you know, back here, throughout all this time, it was one of my, like, if I had and I did have a portfolio with like 8 different cryptos. This one had like 10% of my portfolio. It wasn't a large bit, but then after this, it became my largest bit. and we only added more to the downside. So why XCN? Because it did well. That's why. Also, I like DeFi. I really do like DeFi. XCN is one of like a few DeFi plays that I've had. I think that DeFi. I think as far as like finances go, that's where crypto really I think stands to be integrated and make a really good use of its value is through DeFi and whether it's DeFi, CentralFi, whatever, some type of crypto backed finance. I think that there's a real serious use case for it, and it's one of those things that is not sexy. The average person in crypto, on YouTube, in life, they don't care about finances. They want someone else to care about finances for them so that they can enjoy life. Finances aren't sexy. To us, it's sexy. We all think it's great, but finances aren't sexy. And it's stuff like that that is heavily applicable to the real world with crypto, which is finance. And then something that is, even though it's heavily applicable and it would be used and it's valuable, it's at the same time something that people just don't care to look at or pay attention to. I could really see DeFi doing well. JG Aesthetics, shout out to JG Aesthetics if you're in here. He was a longtime viewer, longtime subscriber. I don't know if he still watches the channel or not. I see him in the comments from time to time, but he's the one that asked me to do this coin as a request back in like February. He kept talking, dude, he talks about it like all the time. So I finally read the white paper, looked it up, and I actually liked it. It was actually interesting. So I'm like, okay, I'll throw a little bit of money in here. And here we are, la-di-da. You know what I mean? Let's see. Hello from Denver. What's up, big huggies? Hello, my friend from the mountains. What's up, Trinity? JP Morgan theory thoughts. I don't think JP Morgan. Look, guys, here's the deal with JP Morgan, right? JP Morgan had something with Ondo. JP Morgan, Ondo News, right? Ondo and HBAR, right? Ondo Finance. Let's see, hold on. Let's see, what was it? It was, there was more cryptos than just Ondo, though, right? Chainlink, Ondo, Connexus. If JP Morgan was going to do something with Onyx Coin, it would have been listed in this here. So finally putting those rumors to bed, at least I think, right? It would have been listed in this. It would have been, if Onyx Coin, the mix up here is that JP Morgan, right? They originally, I think their protocol, which is Connexus, was probably, I think it was Onyx Coin, or it was Onyx protocol at one point, or Onyx blockchain. And then there's Onyx Coin. People were theorizing that it's in cahoots with JP Morgan. Maybe it is, but I doubt it. I think, again, if it were in cahoots, we would have known about it here, right? So probably not. That's my thoughts. You heard a cat rackball? All right, come here. Come here, buddy boy. We're going to show you. We're going to show off the cat to the whole planet. Let's see. We'll make the screen big here. Let's see. This is my boy Rafiki, and Rafiki comes with a story. Okay, so Rafiki here. I didn't name him. There were some little kids that named him. I got him from a house with like there were 5 kids and like 5 dogs, and there were like 10 cats at this house. It was crazy. I was seeing a friend that I hadn't seen in a long time, and he was engaged at the time. His fiance saved Rafiki and Rafiki's brother out of a tree. They were stuck, like one of them was stuck in the tree, long story short. And they saved them. They didn't want them to come home with them because they got enough animals and humans in their house anyways. But it was summertime. They had their windows open and stuff. The cats literally followed them home. They were like 2 months old at this point in time. They were just little kittens. And they were strays. They were outside. Long story short, my friends were going to put them in a shelter. And I was so drunk at my buddy's house because I hadn't seen him in a long time. I'd been drinking. I was throwing up in the bathroom, and these little guys came up to me and were like nudging up on me and giving me love. So I woke up the next day. I'm like, dude, like what? These guys are great. Like he's like, do you want one? I'm like, I can't take one. I'm like, they're gonna get separated. He's like, well, they're gonna get separated at the where do you drop dogs off? Why can't I think of this right now? The pound, right? They're gonna get separated at the pound. So why don't you take them both? I'm like, don't put that on me. Anyways, I took them both. I love these guys. It was the best decision I ever made. One of the best. As I'm going home, I'm like, did I do the right thing? I just made an impulsive decision with 2 living beings. I slept with them for one night, and that was it, man. The rest is history. They're my boys. Oh, yeah. They love sleeping outside. They kill mice. They're killers, man. People who say cats, I always thought I'd be a dog dad. Shout out to Yep for being a cat dad, too. Yeah. Or wait, no. You're holding XCN. Someone else said I'm a cat dad. Jake McGlone. Oh, hell yeah, brother. I got 2 of them. They're great. People who say cats are useless, I think you're not good cat owners. These guys are the best. They are so sweet. They listen to me. They will come up if I call them. And they kill mice. They kill mice. If you live in a house with a field, it's good to have something that kills mice. Anyways, yes, this is a real tattoo. People have asked. It's kind of faded. I need to get it touched up. You can kind of see it better there though, right? You can see it's like outlined, right? It's an acid splat. like an acid raindrop dropped on my hand and splat. You can derive your own meanings from that if you want to. It's a tattoo with a lot more meaning than that to it. It's like a friendship tattoo between one of my buddies, one of my acid buddies. We, he passed away, and we were gonna get this tattoo, and I went to the right guy. I had to make sure there was a guy that could blend the colors, and I love this tattoo, man. I really love this tattoo. It's one of my first tattoos, actually. Yeah. My very first tattoo was this one, just a square. Just a little square. Everyone says you have to put a lot of thought into your first tattoo. My thought was, I want a square. I didn't put a lot of thought into it at all. What do I do as a profession? Brad Harris, man, I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you. No, what do I do as a profession? I don't know, man. I invest. I trade, right? I do YouTube. As a little hobby. YouTube's a hobby that pays, honestly, which is nice, but I make most of my money trading and investing. Absolutely. That's what I do. I've been trading now, you guys, since I first got into crypto back in 2015, but I've been like heavily getting involved in technical analysis since 2017. And the last cycle was really good. I started to turn a profit. This cycle has been great. I mean, I'm looking at X.com, and I'll go through these polls where people are, dude, can you please be quiet? Rafiki, come here, dude. Come here. Where people will be asking, have you made money in this bull market, or are you down? And like the majority of people are down, but we've been making money. I know if you've been following the channel, you've been watching the XCN pumps, the TAI pumps, the cookie Dow pumps, the syrup pumps. We've been making a lot of money, man. It's been a good time, and it wasn't so good between January till April, but I think that was the whole market, right? That's just how it is. There's moments of good, there's moments of bad, but this is what I do. This is what I do. I literally, the first time that I looked at the chart, the first time that I ever did a line from one, that sounded bad. The first time that I did one of these lines here, hold on, let me show you what kind of line I'm talking about so there's no confusion. One of these white lines, okay? The first time that I did one of these, I'm like, man, this is what I'm meant to do. I want to do this for the rest of my life. So this is what I do, man. This is what I do. Yeah. Even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, this is what I would do still. I probably wouldn't have as much time in front of the computers because I wouldn't be making videos, but this is what I do. Let's see. 40% of out of being conservative. Glad I stayed partially in. Emmanuel Martinez, bro, that's a valuable lesson in itself, though. You also gained a valuable lesson because here's the deal. It didn't work out this time, but you're at least practiced in taking profits, and now you're riding with money that's less risky, right? And you have that money, even if you got out 40%, you can put that in something else and let it move. It's nice having all your money in one place to focus on it, but it's even nicer having it spread out into other things. Take that 40% profits you took, take 10% of it, use it on dinner or something that you want to do, go on vacation, however much money it is, and then the other bits, spread it out into some other stuff, see if you can make some money off of that. I don't know. T-Bull seems pretty interesting, not going to lie. I think Swiftcoin's about to rip. I want to get through these requests, though, because we are just BSing right now. Did you have an IPA, C-Zar? You deserve one. No. I would. And I don't think I've told anybody this, but we've actually started telling people recently, so I'm going to tell people this, but my wife is pregnant, so I'm trying to just be sober with her and not do that until we have our child, right? That's the thing. Although she did say if the markets break, I'm pretty sure that we discussed this. I'll have to double check with her. If not, I won't do it. But if the markets break out, I'm pretty sure that I'm entitled to drink one bottle of champagne. Christopher Schieffer, this is for the nonsense you put up with from the trolls. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you. Is it Schieffer or Schaefer? It's probably Schaefer. Chris Schaefer. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, it's fun. The nonsense from the trolls is fun, though, you guys. It really is. Like, if you let it get to you, it can be bad. I'll hear some people, some YouTubers are like, oh, don't read the comments, man. It'll make you feel bad about yourself. But when I read the negative comments, it gives me a boost. It gives, like, I like to talk shit. It's just part of how I grew up with my friends. So I will talk smack. I'll throw your mama jokes out there. That's one of my favorite things. Someone says something, they go on this long tangent paragraph thinking they're proving a point, and I'll just respond, your face, your mother, whatever, just for fun. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we're excited. We're really excited. And yeah, so with that, I'm not drinking right now. No IPAs. Did a line. That's too much BS. Get to the point. Okay, DZ. Okay. we'll get to the point. The point is, buy this coin here, sell this coin there, and you'll be all right. Okay, something like that. No, the point is, we're going to talk about virtuals now. We're going to talk about virtuals. We'll go through this list. Virtuals, Moonwell, AMP, Jasm, T-Bull. That's the list so far. We'll keep going. There's a lot more, but just for now so that you know what's up. Let's talk about virtuals, okay? And I'll try to move through these a little bit so that we're getting to people's stuff, all right? Let's see. Shout out to Ricky and his, oh my God, Snoopy, bro. Dude, oh, he's funny, man. You got to admit he's funny. Like, you can't say he's not funny. I don't know. Congrats. Thank you, King Will. Appreciate you, bro. Hell yeah. I wouldn't mind having a third, but that's not up to me. You know what I mean? What up, Ricky? How you doing? Seam World, Max Power, C-Zar gets crypto, sending you abundant love and heartfelt prayers. Keep shining and doing your best. Please stay true to yourself and don't compromise your integrity for so-called money. Yes. Thank you, Pac-Man. I appreciate you, bro. I won't. I never will, you guys. I never will compromise my integrity for money. I will never, ever. If I ever shill anything, if I ever do a paid partnership with anything, it has to be something I genuinely believe in. It has to be something that I think would not harm my viewers, right? I know that everybody out there in crypto has the availability to go to an exchange where they can do leverage trading, but there's a reason why I haven't partnered up with exchanges. There's a reason why I don't do that. Because if I partner up with an exchange, I'm basically endorsing the idea of leverage trading, endorsing that you trade all your money away and lose it, probably, and then I make a percentage off of that. I make commission. It doesn't feel right to me. It's something that's rampant in the space. I will not do paid partnerships. If I ever do a paid partnership, it's going to have to be with something that I actually believe in, that will give value to my community, something that is not a plague to my community. And I think that the crypto space is rampant with people who, it's just a common thing. I don't think people are bad for having advocate links. What are they called? What are they called? Where you click a link and you get commission off of it. I forget what the word is. It starts with an A. Affiliate links. I don't think that they're wrong for that or like bad people. I just think it's wrong that the space, that's just what it's become. It's such a normality. I want us to get away from that. Me and my wife are having our first baby. Oh, Braxton, good job, man. Get as much sleep as you can right now. Everybody's going to be like, congratulations, you're going to do so good. But I'm telling you, before it happens, you're going to go through the ringer, bro. It's going to be a lot. Get some sleep. Get a lot of good sleep. And just be a team, right? Be a team. Don't get at each other's throats. Some couples, have a hard time afterwards, and I don't know everybody's situation, but just be the best that you can be for them, for your wife and for your newborn. Try to be as helpful as you can, and just definitely let your wife sleep. Get her as much sleep as you possibly can, because she'll need it even more than you do, because there's a lot of stuff that she's processing physically and mentally and hormonally, all that stuff, but congratulations, beyond all the other stuff, congratulations to Braxton and to John and whoever else is having kids. You guys, awesome. Please answer my question, C-Zar. Max R Power, what's your question, bro? Write it again, Max. Copy paste it, bro. I'll answer it. Let's see. I find it hard to sleep during the it is hard to sleep during the parabolic run. It's definitely, I can't blame you. It's definitely hard. You guys are degenerates if you're looking at, if your phones are keeping you up at night and you literally can't go to bed because you're checking the charts. Oh man, I've been there before. Max, if I miss it, I'm sorry, okay? If I miss your question, I'm trying to look, but I don't see it. So maybe you're behind schedule. Maybe I'm going to keep trying to look, but I'm going to do some TA here, okay? Let's see. $1.85 here for virtuals. Inevitably, from a high to a low, I do anticipate that we're going to see new all-time highs by the end of June. Where you're going to go, what would make the most sense to me? At a minimum, $10. At a maximum, $24. I like that. I think that sounds about right, yeah. As far as like overall growth goes. Virtuals has a relatively low market cap too, doesn't it? Virtuals. It's not like crazy low, but yeah, 1.2, but relatively low. Maybe not. 1.2 billion. I'm going to change the parameters a little bit. Maybe we don't see something as high as 24, because that overall, as much as that would be a 12x, 13x from here, that's an overall 50x. You're already at $1 billion. I don't see that. Maybe something around $10 is more to be anticipated. Sorry to harsh the vibe there, but $10, psychological level of resistance. It's your 1272. It makes a lot of sense that you'd stop there. And you're already at $1 billion now. That puts you at like $6 billion, $5 billion, something like that. Yeah, like probably $6 billion. So that's fine. If you don't stop there, you could probably push a little bit higher. And instead of finding psychological resistance at $10, maybe find psychological resistance at the $10 billion market cap mark. I don't know. That would be, an 8 point something X at $10 billion. So an 8 point something X would actually take you right above the 1414. I feel very confident virtuals will find resistance between about 10 to $16. Okay, that's where it's going to go by the end of June, early July. Looking at the daily time frame, you're consolidating right now, but I think you look fine. At any given moment, you could run. So as far as how much lower you're going to go, I mean, that might have been it, man. I don't think you go below your 382. I don't think you go below $1.77. I think that was it. If it's not it, and you go a little bit lower, $1.50 at the lowest, but I don't think you go lower. You're more likely to rip here than you are to dip from here. Okay, that's virtuals. Let's talk about well. To answer. Sorry, I normally actually mute that. I normally mute right there. Live streams are different, man. It's just a different vibe. Somebody was asking what I do for work. I also do a lot of handyman stuff. I'm not a handyman myself. I'm more of like a grunt. I can do what I'm told. And so, if, being where I'm at, we kind of live like in a rural ranch kind of community. I deal with horses and stuff. I do like construction work, yard work, landscaping, whatever. If there's someone that I know that needs an extra hand for help, I'm willing to do it. I don't know. I want to be useful. I feel like I'm useful to my community if I'm doing work like that, and I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't even want to get into it too much, but yeah, I do. That's not like what I do for a living, but like that's what I like. I like to do stuff like that, and I like to work hard. I like to come home and be sore, and I don't like to do it all the time, right? But when it calls, I like to be the conduit that's available to do that kind of work because. I don't know. It makes me feel useful, and as a guy, you kind of like to feel useful. So that's what I do beyond this stuff too, or hanging out with my family. Let's see here. Well, Moonwell, weekly. Just felt like talking about myself. It seems. We'll check back in with XCN here in a second, okay, and just see what we're doing here from a high to a low. I'm going to make sure Max R isn't here. C-Zar, can I get an invite to your Discord? Yeah, it's you know what? Actually, I'll send a invite right now, but it should be in the description of this, but I'm going to post it right now in the chat, okay? Posting it in 3, 2, 1. Nope, that's the that's the YouTube link. Don't click that. It'll just bring you back to here. Don't click that link. My bad, you guys. Let's see here. Hold on. Sorry. Let's go. Paste. This is the one. Ricky M. El Chulo loves Snoopy. Yeah, Soldier. Hello, my friend. Gilbert. Always solid content, bro. Thank you very much, my friend. I'm glad. It seems like a lot of you guys are having fun with this. I'm having fun with this too. I'm glad that I'm not like wasting everybody's time, just like having fun BSing here. Thank you. I got into Toshi. Julio Pina. What's up, Julio? Good to see you, my friend. Julio's a long-time subscriber, long-time viewer too. With a lot of love there, man. Thank you, Julio. I got into Toshi at 3052 and pulled out at 3086 and put all my profits into XCN at 1.8. All this to say thank you for everything. Oh, bro, you killed it. You did great. You did so good. That's rotating, bro. That's good. That's a pro move right there. We did a little bit of that with Onyx Coin to Cookie to TAI, but we didn't put it back into XCN before it ripped, man. Oh, good job. And I'm still holding XCN. XCN's my biggest bag, you guys. Absolutely. But even when it pumps, you're like, I wish I put in more. Good, Julio. Good job, bro. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. That's a good feeling. Now, the worst thing to do is think that you know what you're doing now and feel like everything you touch is going to be gold. You're not King Midas. Be conservative with your money. Be super stingy. It's fun to play with it and get those gains quick, but just have fun with it, man. I'm glad. If you did what you said you did, you're killing it. You're doing really fun. You're probably having a better day than most people right now. We're already doing pretty well with Onyx Coin here on the week, man. But anyways, talking about doing well. Here we are, moving up in this nice trend, higher lows, higher highs, this whole trajectory, absolutely clear as day. We're at the bottom of this path higher, right? We've got these higher lows and higher highs. We're in this kind of parallel channel. We're at the bottom of it. In fact, let's draw a channel on there. We'll use a whole fib channel here from these highs coming up to these highs, coming down here to these lows like that. Boom, something like this. Maybe it's not aimed right. Let's aim it a little bit better. Let's see. Something like that. Yeah, that seems about right. You're in the second lowest quadrant here. You're going to continue to move up. I think we will see prices at about 19 cents. You're at 3 cents now, 19 cents. Is that where you're going to go? Is that really what you're going to do, man? Yeah, probably. You probably will. What's Moonwell's market cap like? And the thing is, too, I'll go over something else here in a second. 111. You can move up higher than that, man. I mean, you could see a lot more growth. The thing is, with a channel like this, people might anticipate that you stop right around where this, like, whatever imaginary trend line would be, but you could absolutely floor it. You can break out of upward sloping trends to the upside. You can. It does happen, and people don't expect it because they don't assume that. They assume upward trend means you break out to the downside. But no, that's not how it happens. You can break out to the upside. I would say at a minimum for Moonwell, 19.5 cents sounds about right. It's about a 6x from here to maybe 40 cents, which would be about an 11x, 12x from here. I could see that. 20 to 40 cents, somewhere in there by the end of June, if not early July. Looking at the daily time frame here, consolidating, you look good, bro. You're ready to rip. A lot of cryptos look like this. Next week's going to be a good week. Have patience over the weekend. We might even pump over the weekend, but next week's going to be the week. If not the weekend, next week's going to be the week. This is financial advice by Doge. I think Doge, DOGE, is actually a whole controversy to this. I'm not trying to skip everybody that requested, but just on this note, I think Doge is one of the more secure investments in crypto, right? It literally is. It's I dare you to find a more bullish chart in crypto that's existed for 3 bull cycles, that's existed for 3 bear cycles. I dare you. Find one. You can't. This thing, it's a joke. It's a meme coin, but it's decentralized. It's been given to the public space. There's no secret foundation of holders or token unlocks or anything like that. There are fundamental values to it. And it is the very first meme coin that ever existed in human history. There's value to that. We've accepted now, meme coins are more than just a fad. They are an accepted reality of value. We have the whole meme coin space, and Dogecoin's the Mac Daddy of that. So Dogecoin, being here at 22.5 cents, it might not grow the most compared to every single crypto out there. You might not get the biggest bang for your buck, but you guys, it's going to do well, and it's a safe bet. And it's at 22.5 cents. I believe by the end of the cycle, we'll see $4 or higher. Okay, that's my expectation. But just on a whole side note there, Dogecoin's a good one. I think there's better ones out there to invest in if you're trying to make money, but it's a good one. AMP is the next one, AMP USD here. Shout out to Beat Monsky. I know this is your love child here. Let's see here. Binance maybe. Isn't there one? Can I not get AMP? The all-time history? Is that just not a thing? All right, whatever. Beat Monsky, if you're still here, gang, what's up? Yeah, you are. Okay. Do you know which chart has more history? Do you by chance know? If not, I'm just going to do this one. But AMP from June of 2021, full bear market here. This probably is its all-time history anyways. I am the AMP shill. Pepe. NKN. Yeah, Alex Cox, we will talk about NKN. It will probably be... If it's in this video, it will be at the end of this video. If not, it will be in the live stream leftovers. That one was at the bottom of the list in relativity to this list here that we're moving through. It's all the way down. I don't know if you can see, but it's all the way down here, right here. We are all the way up here. I'm on number 4. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll try to power through, but I think I'll probably get to about here. The rest of it will be put on live stream leftovers. If I like NKN, I'll look it up. If I like it, I'll give it its own video. Even if I do like it, sometimes I just put it in the live stream leftovers videos too. But if not, I'll make its own video. One way or another, I will talk about it, absolutely. If you guys are confused as to what I mean by live stream leftovers, every live stream I do, I take requests. I don't get through all the requests on every live stream. I definitely don't. So with that, I make a video after the live stream whenever it's a dead stream and there's no people distracting me and getting me talking, and I just power through a bunch of requests all at once, and then I leave timestamps and stuff for people too. So I will do that. I will tend to everybody's requests that I've written down, but I want to keep powering through this, okay? And by the way, anybody who is making requests right now, I appreciate you, but just understand I'm not taking requests right now. I don't think that we're going to move through this whole damn thing. So thanks for the great advice on XCN so far, buddy. Appreciate you, Benjamin Carter. None of it's advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I appreciate you. It's just my opinions. They happen to be correct, which is nice. It's nice when they're correct, right? Let's check on XCN in a second. We're going to do AMP here, though, okay? AMP, we got the whole bear market. Moved down a hell of a lot. You've been in this grand consolidation phase since 2022. A lot of cryptos still are in their grand consolidation phases. Looking at this on a monthly time frame, you are bouncing off the 40 on the RSI, and that's a bullish setup. Higher lows right here. That's nice to see. Higher lows bouncing off the 40. It looks good. Let's see what you do with this. I do suspect that AMP will break through. It'll break through and see higher targets than this. And I want to make sure AMP. It is AMP USD. Yeah, because it's not Ample Fourth. Ample Fourth would be fourth. That's fourth. What's AMP's market cap? AMP. ZZZ. Can you add NAI to live stream leftovers? Yes, absolutely, ZZZ. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. NAI. I'm assuming that's a crypto. NAI for ZZZ. All right, we'll put that one on there for you too. Yeah, definitely, brother. Thanks, my personal financial advisor. No problem. No problem. AMP, $403 million market cap. I don't think that you're going to grow as much as some cryptos do, but I think you will outperform the average crypto with this move. What I mean by that is just there's some cryptos that we've been looking at that have like less than $100 million market cap. Those cryptos we give like 10x moves or more as a kind of guess. AMP could see a 10x move, but that might be pushing it, right? I think that the expectation here, let's just see. Come here, Fiki. Come here, buddy. AMP, come here. What are you doing? Come here. The expectation would be at least to see new highs relative to this. I think a 5.7x move is fair. 2.757 cents. I like that right there. That sounds fair. And you are kind of at a stopping point here on the monthly, right? You stopped here for about 3 months, so about a quarter of a year. That could be a stopping point, and I do expect it finds turbulence there relative 1272 of your first extension here. If you go all the way up to your golden ratio, yeah, about a 10x. That's about the maximum expectation that I'd have, and that's right at the shelf too of this area that you found support on a monthly basis for so long, right there. So something between about 5 cents and 2.7 cents. My guess would be you don't stop at either. You could, but you probably stop somewhere in between. My guess, if I really had to guess, just like a lot of these, there's so many of them that seem to be right above the 1414. I'm not going to lie. If it's not the 1886 or 200, it is just above the 1414. I've actually just pieced that together now. That's odd. I wonder. We'll see. Let's see how the market does. But you guys, I think most cryptos, from what I've seen, they're going to go to their 1414s just above or to their 1886 200s. I don't think AMP will. It could. It's possible. But I think 5 cents to 2.7 cents is a more doable thing, and probably right here, right at the base, just above the 1414. I bet AMP goes to about 3.8 cents, 3.5, 4.5 cents, somewhere in there by the end of June, if not early July. That's my expectation. Let's look at the weekly time frame here. Weekly RSI looks immaculate. It looks really good. This is a nice kind of recovery here. Yeah, you broke out. You haven't had your liftoff movement yet. So if you've been having fun since April 7th, which I'm sure you have, at the highest you're up 91%. As of now, you're up about 60%, which that's about average, right? That's about average for the average coin, so that's good. The move that you're looking for, this breakout move where you start moving faster, you get weeks that are up 60% or 30%, or even here where you're up 130%. Those are coming. You're not there yet. Whenever you get overbought like this, overbought here, that's when the big weeks happen. You get overbought here, that's when the big moves happen. Overbought here, you're not even overbought yet. And you're up 40, 50%. 60%, 100% overall. You definitely have a lot of growth to go, and it's going to happen soon. Let's look for a good price here from a high to a low. I would say once you get above about 1 cent, yeah, then it's time to start thinking about new relative highs that you haven't seen in multiple years, probably. That's AMP. Let's talk about the next one. All right, Fiki, get off my notepad. Get off, buddy. Go on now. Oh, he did it. He done did it now. He done did it now. Okay, hey, I love you, but you gotta go. Okay. Let's talk about Jasmy. My Jazzers. Jasmy. We're gonna talk about XCN real quick. We're gonna just shift back, dude. Okay, I love you. You gotta go. Oh man. This ring light that I have, the cords are like sensitive. I don't know what happened. I think some when I plug it in, the cord gets really hot sometimes, and I think it literally like melted itself, and now it's super sensitive. But anyways, I need to get a new one. C-Zar, let's go. I got you. JYAI, Fwog, and Hoppy to check out. Okay. I am doing just one request per person, so I'm going to take that as your first request is the one that you want the most. Okay, we're doing one request, my friend. Okay, Palestina Viva. I appreciate you though. I really do appreciate you. JYAI. I got you. Okay. Let's see, and then. Have you looked at Star Atlas? I have, Eduardo. I actually do like Star Atlas a lot. I think, and that one moved up recently too, didn't it? I'm not doing a TA on it right now. I just want to look because I've talked about this one before. It did move up a lot recently. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a little breakout move here from 001 all the way up. Yeah, I like Star Atlas. I think it's interesting. I just don't know if it'll take off. That's why I've backed off talking about it, but it is on my list of latest and greatest. I do like the chart. I like the kind of bullish divergence you have on the weekly. I do like the chart. It's been down, but it seems like it's like soft curving, and a chart like this can really rip, man. It's got a low market cap too. I don't know. But talking about XCN here, I'll put that, I'll make Eduardo, I'll make a video for Atlas. I'm literally going to make a video for Atlas because I've been wanting to for a while, and I think that it's worth talking about. XCN here, Onyx Coin. If anyone's curious about the list too, if you just want to look, this isn't a secret. It is what it is. I put Bitcoin at the bottom so I don't have to switch between my lists. Anyways, because I like to check on the price of Bitcoin too. Onyx Coin here, I just want to check 1 hour time frame. What are we doing? Cooling off a little bit. Yeah, we're cooling off. We'll probably cool off over the coming hours. Again, being here at about 2 cents, don't be surprised if we do pull back down to like 1.8 cents, 1.9 cents, even down to 1.7 cents. That will be a buying opportunity. That will not be a selling opportunity. Do not make the wrong choice. Okay, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Don't do it wrong though. Don't mess it up. Lower levels of volume coming in as you're producing lower prices. Higher levels of volume coming in as you're producing higher prices. Your volume died off here. Right here at this price, you started carrying higher with volume dying off. So now you're pulling back. You're in that area where volume was last high. You could bounce from here. You don't have to go lower, but it wouldn't surprise me. And I mean, genuinely, you could bounce from here. Wouldn't surprise me if you did go a little bit lower, but just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Yeah, what's Swift doing? We'll talk about Swift soon. We're going to talk about Jasm, T-Bull, Hype, Syrup, Cookie, Fala, and then Swift Coin, okay? That's what we're talking about. Oh, I wrote Swift Coin down here twice. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Let me see here. So Jasm is chilling. Let's see here. From a high to a low, high at 5.9 cents to about the current, to the low down there at about 0.00823, something like that. From a high to a low, you've gone just above the 382, consolidating around there. That's nice. Your weekly RSI is at the 50. You could be finding some resistance here, but I don't think you will. Let's see how this week closes. If it's red, that's fine. But if it's green, what's probably going to happen is we probably just continue to move up like this, lower highs all the way through. That's kind of my expectation in the moment. That's what I would be thinking. Turbo. Everybody say turbo. No, don't everybody say turbo. We're not going to talk about turbo. I like turbo, you guys, but we're not going to talk about turbo. It's up a little bit today, but we're not going to talk about it. I'll make a video on it. I'm not going to talk about it just because everybody should not be saying turbo. Don't spam the chat. I don't want to encourage that. I like turbo, and I like all of you guys, but I'm not going to talk about it just because if I do, then the next coin will get spammed just that way. And I don't have mods. I don't care to kick people out or block people, but if you spam requests, I will intentionally avoid them. Just understand that, okay? I'm not and all people keep writing turbo. You guys are funny though. I will say you guys got a good sense of humor. But I will talk about turbo. I'll probably talk about it tomorrow. And I talked about Toshi today too. I think Toshi's on the list. It is on the list, but we'll see if we get there. At this rate, we probably won't get there. But you would think me asking nice would be a good way to turn people off of saying turbo. And you guys are funny. Oh man, I love the internet. I love the internet so much. Okay, so here we are. Wait, hold on. Someone asked something. I think I saw C-Zar. How does PNG look? We can talk about PNG. PNG. Understand, guys. I'm trying not to take any more requests. I will do as many as I can in this video, and then I will do the live stream leftovers tomorrow. Whether it's in the morning or probably at night, I will do the live stream leftovers, okay? Live stream leftovers, again, is a video where I take the leftovers from this live stream, and we do them all in one video, much like I'm doing here, but in a more condensed format where I don't get distracted. I get distracted pretty easily. If we're looking at this on a daily time frame here, from the high to the low, the high back in December to the low here in April 7th, you're actually showing some pretty nice structure. Going from your 382 to your 236, working your way up like this to your 0.5 and 382, very constructive. The next target area, normally in this scenario, I would think that the golden ratio would be it, but because you've been so stair-steppy, I think you'll continue to be stair-steppy, and you'll probably go up to the golden ratio at about 2.8 cents to 3.2 cents. That's the expected area. So I think that you're going to make a move there. The rest of the market's about to get a leg up this next week, so I assume you will too. Maybe you're going to be chill for the next couple of days over the weekend, but a 50% to a 70% pump should be expected. If you don't stop there, and I'm wrong, maybe you've been stair-stepping now, but you're ready to explode. If you do explode, Instead of stopping there, you could go up to about 3.9 to 4.7 cents, somewhere in that kind of area. But I don't expect that you make an immediate move anytime soon that's beyond that, right? Maybe sometime in the following weeks, but next week I think that the highest that I could see you doing is 4.7 cents, but likely you stop between 3.2 to 2.7. That's my expectation. By the end of June, it's hard to say. Jasm did drop a lot here. That was a pretty severe breakout. And, if we're being honest, you had a very big move up here. Breaking out like this could be an incomplete thought. Maybe you do go lower. I don't know, right? The weekly RSI, I'm not a big fan of it here. I'm definitely not a big fan of it right now, but I think that you can grow higher. But what happens whenever you get up here? Is it going to be another lower high? Are you going to reject the overbought area? Are you not even going to get above this high here? You know what I mean? Like that's something that I have questions about. So put those questions to bed. Give my worries less worry. And when you get up to this golden ratio area, please close above it. Don't just like tip it for resistance. If you tip it for resistance, that's not the end of the world. But we don't. What we want to see is some kind of life here, or if not pushing through it, that would definitely validate the idea that we will see higher targets. But if you just reject this thing like the plague, or if you don't even touch it, that could be problematic. And especially if you don't find support at the 382 afterwards. So you need to hold the 382 after you interact with the golden ratio. Right now, that's not so important. If you do that, and you find support on this, or you find support on this, or you find somewhere support in between, there'd be little doubt in my mind that you go to about 10.1 cents to about 20 cents, okay? But we have to figure things out. Are we breaking down? Is this a bad thing? Are you actually going to move down while the rest of the markets move up? Or maybe you move up here with the rest of the markets, but then when you move down, you're kind of in a bear market instead of a bull market. I don't know. I like Jasm. I'm not trying to put it down or anything like that. I want to see more before I'm completely convinced that we see new relative highs. And if we do see new relative highs, that'll be about a 5x to something on the lines of a 10x. So 5x to a 10x would be the expectation, okay? That's that for Jasm, and that would be by the end of June, if not early July. Definitely not end of cycle targets if everything goes well, and I think everything will go well. If I had to bet, I would bet that you're here by the end of June, not to the downside. I'm just saying, little word of caution, because breaking out of that long consolidation phase like this, that's kind of scary. It is kind of scary, but you are getting higher lows overall. So, and if we look at this here, let's just see from a positive perspective, you did bounce at your golden ratio there, right? You got like this kind of move, what I was just talking about, what you don't want to see to the bearish effect, you saw that to the bullish effect. This is what you do want to see. So this is actually a good look here. Get above 2.929 cents on a weekly closing basis will validate the idea that you're moving higher. All right, that's probably it for Jasm. Let's see here. Yeah, Harry H, I got you, man. On Duvu. Come here, buddy. All right, let's see. I got LCX. Yeah, we're going to talk about LCX soon enough. Here, let's see. Jasm. We're going to go T-Bull. T-Bull's next. You guys, I'm probably going to do, if it's this time now, I'm probably going to do like 10 more minutes worth, and then I'm going to put it to bed. So no more requests, but I am going to do, if I have 10 minutes, I'll try to power through at least 2 more, if not 4 more. We'll see what we can do here, and then I'll say my goodbyes. We're at about 0.0039 for T-Bull here. I think that we are consolidating, right? We did move up a little bit yesterday, just a little bit, but I assume that we're going to pull back, and we'll probably wick down as we have the last few days. I think that we'll consolidate a little bit further, get this RSI out of the overbought zone, and then we will, in a fantastic fashion, we will break out to higher prices. We're at 204 right now, 2039. I don't think we're stopping until we see prices somewhere around like 1.36 cents or beyond. Very well, we could go beyond. And yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Probably by the end of June, if not at early July or earlier. You never know, man. I mean, or no, sorry. I'm sorry. Actually, no, this is not end of June, early July targets. I'm sorry. This is like end of May targets. This I would say about 1.5 cents, 1.4 cents to 3 cents, somewhere in that zone, could happen by the end of May, if not early June. I think that we're going to break out soon. This is like your breakout maneuvers. You're going to stop somewhere between here and there. That's the expectation, okay, for T-Bull. And looking at it now, being overbought like this, I don't think that you're in a position to break out yet. I think that you're going to cool off a little bit more, bring this RSI down, and then break out sometime next week. That's the expectation there. So that's T-Bull. Let's talk about hype. And I will be talking about T-Bull. I haven't bought any yet. If you want to buy T-Bull, you go to, what is it? It's Tron Link. Tron Link. You can't do it on a desktop. Tron Link Wallet Trust. Tronlink.org. But you can download it on your phone. It's an app, and then you can just buy T-Bull there. I'm pretty sure you get Tron on Coinbase. You send it to this wallet. Write down your key phrases, right, and definitely back it up, and then send your Tron there, and you can swap for T-Bull if you want to. I'm pretty sure. That's how I have it set up, and I'm pretty sure you can buy it on this one. You could also send it to SunSwap if you want to, but having this set up so that you can do that. Anyways, what else? What else are we doing? Hype. We're talking about Hype. That's right, Hype. On Bybit, maybe? No? Kraken? Why can't I get it? Hey, dude, can you be quiet? KuCoin. Hyperliquid, right? I remember this one. Okay, a lot of people are hyped up on this one. And not to shame it, but I think it's overhyped. And that might be, I don't know, just given with the name here. Let's see. Thanks a million. Thank you. I appreciate you, Arvin. Charmander, thank you very much. You're awesome. Thank you very much. Abe Murillo, thank you. T-Bull on HTX. Yeah, you can do that. Well, if you don't have access to centralized exchanges like HTX, if you're in America, then DEXs, you're going to have to use a DEX of sorts or a wallet that is allowed. Lite, Hype, then Swift. Is that it? No, it's Hype, then Syrup, then Cookie, then Falib, then Swift. We'll probably do Swift tomorrow. Swift will get its own video, and it actually already did get its own video. But if I make one tomorrow, it'll probably be at night, so it'd be like an end of day or beginning of a new day video. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna get too damn distracted. Hype here, looking like it's breaking out, looking like it wants to move higher. It is worth, come on now, about 169. No. Sorry, that's the volume. Market cap's $9 billion. $9 billion is a lot of money. It's not that much relative to some of these coins, right? You're number 15. There's coins that are above you that have a lot higher market caps than that. But you're number 15, and you've only been around since December. You know, coins like this, they come and they go. They're worth a lot at the beginning, but that's not the point. That's not, at least as an investor, as a speculator, how I protect myself, and I feel like it's a good strategy. It's a simple thing, and I think it's just something that you should pay attention to, is why put your money into something that's at such a high valuation in a market cap value whenever it's brand new. Like you've got nowhere to go. You want to buy the coin that's worth $100 million in market cap just in case it goes to $9 billion. That would be great. This $9 billion coin, it's not going to break $100 billion this cycle. That automatically takes a 10x move off the table because it's too new. $100 billion is a lot of money, you guys. And for a new asset like this in less than a year, because this bull market's not going to last for another year. You're telling me in less than a year you're going to achieve $100 billion? Who the hell do you think you are? And you're a cryptocurrency? Like what? Does this thing fart rainbows? I don't know. And it could be the best tech ever, but there's only 2 cryptos that have ever seen a $100 billion market cap in their first cycle. And this is also why I don't think SWE is a good investment either, because it's overhyped. It's a high market cap, and it is their first cycle. Because XRP and Ethereum saw over $100 billion, but nothing else has seen that. And the reason why they saw that was because the market was a lot less broad. There were a lot less choices. It was a lot more refined or consolidated, I guess is the better word. And there weren't as many choices to choose from. So, and they were the better tech. They're really good tech, obviously. I'm not trying to say anything on that, but I'm just saying there's a lot of options now. It's more diluted. You're not going to get $100 billion in your first market. That just doesn't make sense, man. So 10x, I don't think so. Not even by the end of the cycle. I don't want to talk about this one because why? What's the purpose? It's not. Is it going to be worth 200 billion in its first cycle? Because even a 200 billion is just over a 20x. And that's not even average. That's not even what we would expect the average altcoin to do. 25x is the average. We're looking for something above that, right? 20x doesn't cut it still. And 200 billion, I doubt it. Like it's just not worth it, man. I'd rather invest in Bitcoin if I'm going to get these kind of returns. It's probably going to get less than a 10x by the end of the cycle. But in all fairness, the daily RSI looks good. Looks like it wants to move up. It probably does. I'm going to move on from this one. Syrup. It's a money grab. That's the only reason, right? That's the only reason you'd come out at a multi-billion-dollar valuation right off the start. It's a money grab. They're going to grab your money and run with it. This is when they talk about coins that have a bunch of whales holding, and I don't know. I'm just talking. I genuinely actually don't know anything about the circulating supply. It just wouldn't surprise me. Like, what? Let's see. So there's some untracked. I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'd have to look up the tokenomics. I don't know if that's a fair representation. Coin market cap might not have it, but that's okay. Anyways, syrup from a high to a low here. High to a low. Golden ratio getting just above that there. Consolidating. You probably keep running up to about 40 to 43 cents. We're on a daily basis. Oh, but you have bearish divergence here. Let's see what you do today. Let's see what you do today. I'll make a video on this one. I will definitely make a video on this one tomorrow once the day closes, because you're in a precarious situation right now where you could continue to run or you might stop dead in your tracks. I think you are going to stop dead in your tracks. You're probably going to come back down either here or lower. We'll see. 24 cents to 27 cents. You're at 32 cents now. That's syrup. Next one is cookie. Talking about cookie real quick. Let's see. On Coinbase, 4-hour time frame, looking at this here, moving down. Oh, I don't know, man. I could take it or leave it. It could go down a little bit lower, but if you look at this, both in the consolidation pattern here in the RSI and here, you're pretty developed. Like, there's only so much further you can go. I doubt you go below this low here at 14.3 cents. Let's see, where are you at relative to the fibs? From a low to a high. 786 right there, yeah. Yeah, you look good, actually. Close above 16.654. Close above this golden ratio today. Do it. Do it. And you're probably moving up. Cookie looks good, you guys. I think Cookie actually might be a good one to buy. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do hold a good bit of Cookie. I didn't expect that, but that's nice. Phala. PHA. Is that what it is? Phala Network. Okay, well, we figured it out. Phala. 4-hour RSI. Looks kind of good, kind of neutral. Consolidating daily time frame. I would say, you know, if the rest of the market moves up, you're probably going to get a lick of that as well, from a high to a low. 382, 236. Oh, such a weird area. I could take it or leave it, man. I mean, you could move down to 12.4 cents just as quick as you can move up to 16.4 cents. You're right in the middle of that zone. Let's look at the 1 hour. Man, it's like it wants to be bearish, but I'm scared to call it bearish because I think the rest of the market's going to hold up well. No, I think you're bullish. I think this is an inverted roof, maybe, right here. Inverted roof pattern. And I'm pretty sure it's a bullish pattern. Let's look it up. Hold on. Let's see. Chart patterns. This is the patternsite.com. It's free. It's a free website. You can just look it up, right? There's all kinds of, dude, have fun. You know what I mean? Go for it. All kinds of stuff you haven't heard of, and probably a lot of stuff you have heard of. Inverted roof. Yeah, right there. That's it. Clear as day. Just like that. Boom. Inverted roof. You take this, I'm pretty sure you take the high to the low of the pattern, and that's your breakout move. But you probably continue past that too. Right? High to the low. Kind of like a head and shoulders, or an inverse head and shoulders. All the way up to 14.8 cents. You're at 13.79 cents now. I'm sure that you will break out. Looking at this on a 1 hour basis, today is the 16th of May on the crypto charts. You're going to break out today. You're going to move up higher. And you're probably going at least to 16.5 cents, right? Is that where it was? Yeah. Well, that measure move there takes you there, but I would bet that you're going at least to 16.5 cents. I bet you push past that 16.5 cents and then potentially all the way up to 27 to 31 cents. That's Phala. We'll do Swift Coin and then we'll finish it up there. Okay, you guys. Hit that like button, by the way. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you all for being here. Hugs and kisses, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Seriously. 1.56 cents right now on Swift Coin. Have we talked about it already? I feel like I talked about it today, just now, didn't I? I talked about it on this stream. No, I talked about it before this stream. That's what it was. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I just made a video on it. That's why. High to low here. 382 consolidating around here between the 382 and the 0.5. Consolidating, looking like you want to break out. I would expect that you don't stop at the golden ratio, that you do go up to the 786, 886. That's at about 3.17 to 3.8 cents, something like that. Overbought zone, you're flirting with it, but you haven't really gotten into it like you did here. I think you're about to get into it. I think you're about to see a good move, and something like that from this positioning would, at this kind of magnitude, I think that would get you up to your 786 and into the overbought zone at some readings like this, where you'll probably find some turbulence, pull back, find support at the golden ratio. If you don't stop there, you'll find support at your prior resistance, and then you will continue to move higher. You'll probably see new all-time highs. And by the end of this move, by the end of June, if not early July, I would expect you're at about 30 cents to 24 cents, somewhere in there. I got nothing else to say, you guys. That's it. That's a wrap. Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. Shout out to everybody who's here. I'm going to say some goodbyes. And I will do, here's the list, by the way, that I'm going to do on the live stream leftovers, the things we didn't get to. XRP, Dog and Me, Toshi, Auction, SPA, DAG, KDA, EIEGN, PRCL, HBAR, LCX, MOG, NKN, Botify, Magic Crypto, ZBCN, World Mobile, SGB, NAI, Atlas, PNG, DOVU, and then JYA. I said JYAI. Yeah, JYAI. All right, that's all I got. Thank you all for being here. Add Solana. We'll talk about Solana, sure. Yeah, let me go through. I'll see if I can add some of these to that too. Add Solana. Thank you, J Cameron. Thank you very much. Crypto War. Thank you. Ryan O'Crypto. Ross De Grazia. High Holt. Kevin Easley. Pepper Juice. Jimmy Osborne. Calvin Thornton. Interstellar. MSTR. We'll talk about MSTR tomorrow. I forgot to talk about it today, man. I probably would have made a video on it today if it wasn't for the live stream. Blow balls instead. That's what Crypto Warbird says. West Hill. Yeah, we'll definitely. I made a ZBCN update today. I'll do another one. I'll put it on there. I think I have it on there already. Yeah, I've already got it on the list. We'll do that. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Have a good night.